a very low-key video here today. I'm working in my December journal, the one that I made out of just various bits and pieces of paper that I had around the place. It's pamphlet stitched and it's making me happy. So this is where I'm going to be doing my journaling throughout the month. And this page is a bit of a summary of what the first few days of December have been like at the Smith house. We have all been sick. Sarah Jane got it first, and then I came down with it pretty quickly after her, and then Artie held out the longest, but they also got it, and we've just been coughing and really exhausted, very sore throats, all of that yucky stuff. So it's been a bit of a bummer, to be honest. But that's the story, and that's what journaling's about. It's just telling the story. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just putting a few nice little bits of paper on the page. I really love those pears. This is a little sticker that I made. I made a little sheet of stickers that were all just like kind of nope stickers, like no thanks, you really shouldn't have, let's not and say we did, the very Australian yeah nah sort of thing. Let me know if you'd like me to make those available for you guys to like print out. You can print them on sticker paper or on just regular paper and glue them in. If you'd like me to do that, I'm very happy to. Just let me know in the comments. So yeah, I put that in there, and now I am just making, I guess, like a little title, pre-warning for some swears. The title is Fuck This Noise, because being sick in December is really rubbish. In Australia, it starts to get really hot, and I don't know if you have experienced this. I'm sure most humans have, but having a cold when it's hot is really yucky. Like the clammy, sweaty feelings you get when it's also humid, they just kind of compound themselves, and it's just icky and gross. So yeah, we just haven't been feeling amazing. But that's okay. We are on the mend now, which is nice. Although I'm sure you can still hear in my voice that I'm like a little bit croaky and blocked up. But yeah, I'm way better than I was, so that's good. And yeah, I don't mind putting swears in my journal. We're quite a sweary family in a lot of ways. It doesn't really bother us to, use curse words. I think it's funny. I think it's quite cultural. Like in the US, swearing and cursing, I know, has quite a lot more kind of taboo around it, or is frowned on a fair bit more. Again, I guess, I wouldn't want to generalize about the entire United States, but just from what I've seen and heard, it does seem to be frowned on a lot more. Whereas in Australia, like, we're dropping the C-bomb left, right and centre half the time, so it's really not that big a deal. And it's always context dependent, and it's also, I feel like it's also less about what you say and more about how you say it. Again, especially in Australia, like, we use like quite full-on swear words quite affectionately a lot of the time. So I like, for that to be in my journal is just not really a big deal. So sometimes I do that. So I'm doing a little bit of journaling just about all the things I've just been saying, that we haven't been well, that we've started off December on a bit of the back foot. We didn't even decorate our Christmas tree until like the 6th, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, normally I've got the tree out and I'm trying to corral everyone into decorating it like before December's even begun. My birthday's on the 15th of November. So normally the rule is like we get Essie's mama's birthday done and then we can start doing like Christmas stuff. But we've just been a little bit slower this year, and that's cool. Artie's a little bit older. They're nearly a teenager. They'll be 12 next month, and then, so they're a tween. So Christmas is taking on a different shape. Like, we're still excited and still really enjoying it, but the little things that we do and the way that we talk about it and engage with it is just a little bit different. And that's something I'm really enjoying as a parent over time. Like, the way some traditions they don't always change dramatically, but they just kind of morph and alter a little bit here and there to suit how things are growing as you all grow, and I kind of love that. It's pretty great. So just continuing to do some journaling here. Because this is such a simple page, I thought I would just do the whole thing essentially in real time. Like, I've cut out one or two bits where I, went searching for the glue or whatever, but I haven't sped it up at all. So this was a really quick, I think the video is like 7 or 8 minutes long, so it's a really quick page to do. I didn't add heaps in the way of like complicated embellishments or anything like that. I'm finding I'm enjoying simple journaling a lot more. I like adding always layers and textures and things, but I don't really need all the bells and whistles the way that I did when I was doing more scrapbooking style stuff. And I feel like this is a lot more true to my personal style, so it's working out quite well for me, and it's making me engage with my journal more rather than less, which is good. I apologize if you can hear like rattling and whooshing in the background. It's a really windy day here today, like it's hot and windy. So we've got all kinds of like fire warnings and stuff coming out because we're going to be getting storms later. So yeah, everything's kind of rustling and clattering and things like that. So if you can hear that, that's what's going on. It's not the cats having a party in the background like it normally is. So I hope you guys are avoiding either the summer or the winter colds and various bugs and things that do tend to go around at this time of year. I hope you're staying well and taking care of yourselves and the people that you love. I hope you are looking after your mental well-being as well as your physical well-being, and showing kindness to each other and yourself in as many ways as you can. I feel like we'll need that now more than ever. So yeah, that is what I hope for everybody at the moment. Just finishing up my journaling here, and the last thing that I am going to do is grab a little bit of gold paint, and I'm just going to put a few little splatters of gold paint on the section where the green paper is, and then sort of bring that down the side of the page a little bit, just for a little bit more detail, just look a little bit plain there, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially when there's lots of writing, because that kind of balances it out and sort of makes the page feel full. But I've never been known to pass up an opportunity to make something shiny, so that's what I'm doing here. Anyway, I will talk to you again really, really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.